What up, y'all? Happy New Year. It is your boys, the Play Callers. It's your man Kuma Kane. We back. 2024 is in effect, and we coming to bring y'all that interactive sports talk all year long. And of course, as always, I'm joined by my co-host.
That be your boy, Stephen Box. Excited to be here, man. Excited to be back with our peoples live. Like you said, 2024, big things coming.
Little stuff stopping. Following me sucks. Hey, and if you're new, if you forgot who we was, or maybe just like hearing it, let me remind you who we are, and then we gonna get to it.
Tell them who he is.
The play callers.
Glad y'all remember. Glad y'all are sliding in with your boys. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to get things popping.
Big shot Rod, what's up?
Already in the comments, we got Big Brian Brady, as we like to call him, Big Rob. What up, Rob? But yeah, y'all. So, hey, y'all know there's one thing everybody talking about, whether we want to touch on it or not. We definitely have to touch on the college football playoffs. I'm not saying that we don't, but just saying whether you want to or not. We got the two semifinal games. Stephen, man, which one would you prefer to start with? Washington, Texas, or Michigan, Alabama?
You know what, man? I chose for other shows, so I'm gonna let you choose tonight, man.
Oh, you're so kind.
I mean, it's
So since I'm
2024, man. I'm
choosing,
trying to start the year off graciously.
yeah,
Might not
I
last
just
long,
kidding.
so I'm getting out of the way now.
Nobody knows that. No, seriously. We'll start with Michigan and Alabama. So Michigan and Alabama had a nice little overtime, quote unquote, thriller. 27-20 is what a lot of people would call a defensive battle. But it's more like two teams whose offenses just wasn't really clicking, and they finally got them clicking a little bit, in the second half. And obviously, somebody had to score in overtime, and that was, of course, Michigan, which is why they won. I'll let you give your comments, and then I will give my thoughts on the last play by Alabama.
So, as I told people was going to be the case, I did not watch this game. I was actually even so petty that at the end, when I just wanted to kind of see what was going on, I went over to Bleacher Report and watched the game cast there because I refused to even give ESPN the click for me watching the end of the game on the Gamecast. So I'm not going to comment too much on the actual game itself, but what I am going to comment on is this is a team that the committee basically shoehorned in because they wanted their precious SEC to be represented in the college playoffs. Despite the fact that we all knew that Alabama really got lucky to get by Georgia in the first place, this is the same team that needed a miracle to beat Auburn, who had just lost to New Mexico State at home in blowout fashion the week prior. So to me, I was waiting for Alabama to go out there and prove to everybody what I already knew, that they're not one of the four best teams in the country. And some people want to sit here, oh, it was a close game, went to overtime. They proved that they deserve to be there. Well, the metric that I was told over and over as a Florida State fan that mattered the most was the fact that we didn't have our quarterback, and that my offensive weapons at wide receiver and tight end and running back and that super defense that I had wasn't enough for us to be competitive in the college football playoffs because we weren't going to have a quality quarterback. Well, our third string quarterback, who wouldn't even have been the starter if we made it into the playoffs, because the other guy only transferred out because we started interviewing other people. Because why keep a guy around that the committee already told you they don't believe in? So he ends up transferring out. It decides not to play in the Orange Bowl. So we're playing with our third string quarterback. He put up more yardage against Georgia's defense than without any of his weapons than where Alabama's starting quarterback put up against Michigan's defense. So unless y'all are going to tell me that Michigan's defense is like twice as good as Georgia's defense, I don't want to hear it. Alabama did not deserve to be in the playoffs. They should have never been in that position. They only got in that position because the conference that they play in. And great job, Michigan.
I feel it. Um, what I'll say on that is, you watch this game. You watch that last play. That was one of the worst called plays in all of college football this year. I'm sitting there watching the play, and I, honest to goodness, and thinking, is Nick Sirianni calling plays for this team? That's how bad this was. This was terrible. It was a horrible play call, and they have to be better. They literally have to be better. If you're not going to play better than that, man, it is what it is. You can't win if your last play call is the most obvious play. And if you want to argue, oh, blah, 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 one fact for you. Every gap was covered. You know why every gap was covered? They knew that was the play you were going to run. They were prepared for that play. So we've got Mr. Big Shot Brown Brady. He says he's headed to DC. In response to Box, he says, "Sorry, boss, they are." I completely disagree, but you can, if you feel that way, you can feel that way. He says, "Totally disagree." I'm assuming with me with the play caller.
Yeah, and I'll just say this in terms of his argument, if they are or are not in the top four, the committee made it very clear that if we're defining the top four, you have to have great quarterback play apparently to be in the top four. Alabama did not get great quarterback play in the semifinals. Therefore, they are not one of the top four teams by the committee's own definition of what makes the four best teams.
And sliding in the building with us, y'all, Coach Dante. Coach Dante, what up?
What up, Coach?
Good? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. You right on time, bro. We was just discussing the Michigan Alabama game. We got a guy in the comments that says Michigan was Alabama was one of the four best teams in there. And also, he disagrees with me saying that Alabama called a foolish Nick Sirianni-like play at the end of the game, doing a quarterback sneak that everybody and their grandma was ready for. He has the right to feel differently, but that doesn't make him right. That was not a good play call by Alabama. That was basically the same thing as just giving your playbook over and yelling the play out. Everyone knew what was coming. Michigan filled every gap because they knew it was coming. I don't know how you could say anything besides that was a bad play call. But
see, he just commented. He's not disagreeing with the about the play call. He just for some reason decided to comment 2 minutes apart from each other.
Oh, I got you. Okay, he said you disagree about Alabama. Got you. Okay. Coach, since you in the building, man, you got any thoughts on that Michigan-Alabama game?
Yeah, of course. I got cool. Again, I disagree with whoever says Alabama do not deserve to be in. Ever since they lost to Texas, they have won. They have beaten the number one ranked Georgia Bulldogs at that time. They were the hottest team going in there. Plus, it was a close game, and it ain't like they got blown out. It ain't like they got their ass whooped by Michigan. But other than that, I thought it was a bad play call at the beginning of the game. I mean, Michigan defense was stout. You knew Michigan defense is strong up the middle, and they sacked Jalen Miro 6 times in the game. And the main thing you did was call a run up the middle, a quarterback sneak up the middle in front of all those big guys from Michigan. I thought that was a terrible play call at that point of time in the game. I thought he should have let Jalen Miro air it out in the end zone. I feel like that was the only way they probably would have had a chance. But you run into right there into the teeth of the Michigan defense with the quarterback. That is you cannot do that, make that play at that time. You cannot call that at that time. And they Michigan sacked Jalen Miro 6 times in the game. So that defensive line was already getting to him. They started getting a little momentum in the run game, though I give Alabama that. And Jalen Miro starting to run on them a little bit, but they could not pass on them. But again, I'd rather for you to pass on him or Jalen Miro even to use his legs if he had a chance to use his leg. But calling a misdirection run right up the middle in front of the teeth of that defense when they already had 6 sacks, that's where most of their pressure was coming from. That's an egregious play call, and I think Alabama deserved the right to be in the top 4. They were the hottest team in the country. They were the hottest team to be in the SEC, and they knocked off Georgia, and they won that conference. So
hold on, Coach. We got to pause. We got to pause real quick because you can't sit here and tell me that the team that needed a miracle 4th and 31 against Auburn was the hottest team in the SEC. Because if that's what you're telling me,
they won 11. They won 10 straight.
And the SEC was hot doo-doo.
And they won 10 straight. At that time.
What I said. The SEC that was the hottest team.
They beat the number one team. And Georgia was just getting by. Georgia was just getting by. I mean, they went on the road and beat Auburn. No matter how much they won it, Bob, they still won it. They still won. They still ruled off. Missouri wasn't bad. Missouri wasn't bad in the SEC. They wasn't bad. Tennessee wasn't all that bad. They wasn't all that bad when they played them.
Tennessee was hot garbage, dude.
No, they weren't. They wasn't all that bad of a squad. They probably just come play against good teams like Georgia, Alabama. But at the time they played them, they was solid. They was pretty good. Missouri was really good.
Can't agree. I do not feel like Alabama was one of the top 4 teams in the country this year.
Who was it? If it wasn't for Alabama,
Let me ask you this legit question, okay?
Yeah.
If Georgia and Alabama lined up 10 times, how many times does Georgia win?
I think Georgia win most of them, but I think Alabama still has the best shot to beat Georgia. Out of the SEC, out of everybody in the SEC, I still think Alabama has the best shot to beat Georgia.
But what I'm asking you is, if they line up 10 times and play, Georgia's gonna win probably at least 8 of them.
I don't think they'll win that much margin over them.
You don't think Georgia could beat Alabama 8 out of 10 times?
No, not 8 out of 10 times. Not this year's Georgia squad. I don't think they would.
See, I think they could. And to me, if you're going, the problem is the committee tried to say 4 best, but you didn't put the 4 best. You didn't put the 4 most deserving. You didn't put the 4 best. Because you're going to put 4 best. You would put, even despite Alabama beating Georgia, you would have put Georgia in over Alabama.
So with Alabama, just say if they didn't put Alabama out, to you, who's the 4th team that should have been in?
Well, it depends. What are we going by? Most deserving, or we?
I'm not going. You're not going by most deserving. Not by most deserving.
So if
I go by most deserving, it's Florida State. They most deserving to get in. They most
actual 4 best.
I'm going by best. That's what the committee goes by. Best 4 best.
Then I would have still put Georgia in despite losing the SEC championship.
I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it at all. If Georgia would have got in, I would not be mad.
If we were gonna say truly the 4 best, that's what I would have did.
Yeah, I agree. If it wasn't Alabama and if it was Georgia, I wouldn't be mad at it at all.
So we didn't go 4 best or 4 most deserving.
I'm just not. I just not going to deserve though. I just say 4 best. 4 best. But Georgia, if they were in, I would not be mad if Georgia got in.
Okay. So Billy V, what up, Billy V? Billy V says, I think they called passing play because I saw wide receiver running routes, but Miro decided to run himself. I could be wrong though. It was a run, bro. It was a run.
It was a straight run.
I think they were trying to
immediately. It was a straight run. Directly.
It was a straight run, but they may have tried to have some receivers run routes to try to use a poor level of trickery. A Detroit Lions against the football team level of trickery, which actually we're finding out. We're gonna get the NFL later, but we're finding out, just a little anecdote, that it might not have been as much trickery as was initially reported. But ain't nothing you can do about it now either way.
Yeah.
Rob says no. All right, guys. So we'll hop over to the other game. And then we've got a couple of guys that are going to be joining us once we switch over to our NFL talk. You may know these guys from another NFL show. All right. So in our other semifinal, of course, Michigan won. So Michigan's going to be in the championship game. The other semifinal, we had number 2 Washington versus number 3 Texas. I know that you are a Texas fan.
Die hard, yes, sir.
Coach Dante. So we'll start with you. Tell us your thoughts on that game.
Well, I thought the 2 fumbles killed us. when we were driving down the field. Washington couldn't stop us on the offense, and so we couldn't stop them. They're very talented at the receiving core. Michael Penix seems to put the ball on the money every single time. But I thought we played. I thought we ran the ball pretty well. We did whatever we wanted to do. I thought the 2 fumbles killed us when we were driving down the field. One by Jaden Blue and one by C.J. Baxter. I thought the 2 fumbles kind of killed us at the beginning at the tail middle part of the game. And when you fumble against a very good team like Washington, they will make you pay with those receivers, McClellan, Polk, and Dunze. And I thought that we couldn't get a pass rush. Our pass rush was strong, but Bob Murphy them couldn't get to the quarterback, or Bird they couldn't get to the quarterback. And when you allow Michael Penix to sit in the pocket untouched, that's a problem. So I thought the 2 fumbles hurt, and I wish Quinn Ewers gave A.D. Mitchell a little bit more of a chance to make a play, because he threw before he threw one into the back of the end zone, which I thought A.D. Mitchell had position to make a play, because on a previous touchdown, he threw a jump ball, he made a play. In the last one of the game, he threw it towards the out of bounds. He threw it out of bounds pretty much for the defender to tip it. But I thought, like I say, I got to give all the credit to Washington, and I didn't expect my Longhorns to be a top four team at all. But other than that, good season by my Longhorns, and just congratulations to Washington, man. They were the better team, but I thought the 2 fumbles kind of killed us at the middle part of that game.
Steven, got any thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, I mean, this was a game I actually did watch, and I mean, it was a really good game. I thought both teams really brought a lot to the table. For those who follow me, otherwise, before the committee made its selection, my top 4 was actually the 3 undefeated teams in Texas. I thought Texas should have been the 4th team. In that scenario with the 3 undefeateds joining them, but this Washington team, man, like what you have to look at with them, and we'll kind of get into this a little bit more as we, preview the national championship game. Like, they're one of them teams, man, where they put so much pressure on you that you get a little bit behind, and it makes your offense have to go out there and start taking chances. And I felt like Texas did that. They went out there, they put themselves in a couple of bad situations trying to force something to happen. Give them credit. They battled back. They got themselves back into it at the end of the game, gave themselves a chance with the onside kick. It didn't work out for them. But that was a team that I didn't have a problem being in the Final Four. And, they put up a heck of a game. So,
Yeah, I just like the fact that we did get 2. I mean, I'd say rather really solid games, right? Neither game felt like a blowout. 2 solid semifinals. I do think Washington just has a lot of firepower. And Michael Penix Jr. is on one of them just wild stretches. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He feels like he's got a lot to prove. Washington's playing, even though they're undefeated, they're playing with, looseness and freeness because nobody really believes in them, right?
yeah.
So just a real quick, guys, before we go ahead and hop over to NFL and get our other guys on, any quick thoughts? Who's going to win Michigan-Washington championship game, college football?
I mean, I'll just say it for me, man. Like, this is a contrast of styles, right? Michigan's the physical, old school, run the ball down your throat, wear you down kind of team. It's got a super stout defense, and it's going to be fun to watch that really good Michigan defense go against this high-powered Washington offense. I haven't looked to see if there's any updates on their running back, Washington's running back, because he did get hurt at the end of the game.
They said he was playing.
He is playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay. I know he's been kind of battling through the foot injury all season, so not really surprised by that. But this is going to be that contrast of styles. So it's going to be about who can impose their will. Truthfully, I'm going to say if Washington can somehow get a double-digit lead in this game, this could get ugly fast, because I don't think Michigan is built to play from behind. I think Michigan is a team that is built to wear you down and keep you getting closer to the 4th quarter and then finish you off.
Yeah, I'm going with Michigan, and the only reason I'm gonna go with Michigan because their stout defense, their secondary is able to guard. But that Washington also receivers, they're pretty good. They can get open. If the key for Michigan, they got to better get pressure on Michael Penix. If they can get pressure on Michael Penix, it can be a long game for Washington. If they can slow the game down and control the clock and keep Michael Penix off the field with Blake Corum and somehow mix Donovan Edwards in there, I think Michigan got a good shot. If it's a shootout, Washington can pull that out if that's a shootout. But the last thing Michigan want is a shootout. You want to try to run the ball, control time and possession, and force Washington in as many third and longs as you could. If you can do that, I feel good about Michigan winning this game. But if this game is coming out a fast-paced game where Washington can score consistently, then the game will go to Washington. But I'm going to take Michigan to slow this Washington offense down. I have no doubt that Michigan can stop the run game. They would definitely stop the run game of Washington, but can you find a way to stop those receivers out there and put pressure on Michael Penix? I think that's what it comes down to for Michigan.
I will just add one quick thing here. Michigan does have one thing that we have to all account for, and that's that they have Jim Harbaugh. And as a 49ers fan, I will tell you that Jim Harbaugh has a tendency to go away from what works and try to get too cute in big games. Don't be surprised if he goes away from what works and tries to get too cute in this game.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you my pick real quick, but want to welcome in my guy Wild Card Mar, the life of the party.
What's happening?
And my man Young True 21 Chris, what in the building? What up, man?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Oh, we good, man. And in case you guys are not familiar, these are two gentlemen that are with me on the NFL Matchup Madness. Had some complications. We didn't do the show this week, so we decided we was gonna do a bust down real quick, a combiner type thing. So we gonna do the NFL picks anyway. So we might as well go through the games, talk about everything, and why not bring some other guys on the know NFL anyway to make it more fun. So I'm just gonna say I believe Michigan's gonna win this. I believe Michigan's gonna win this game, and I'm gonna tell you this real quick, then we'll switch over to NFL. John Harbaugh's out of that, bro. John Harbaugh's doing all kind of grimy stuff, and he about to get caught. So he about to bail and go to the Chargers, so he don't get caught up in what's about to happen in Michigan for what he done. So, hey, the best way to go out is go out on top. He gonna find a way, and the players might already know he leaving. I'm gonna leave it there. But
hold on, cool. Think about it this way: he leaves, does all that because I agree with you. I think he's gonna go down that way. But don't win it, because the moment that he wins it, they're gonna find a way to strip it. They're gonna find a way.
He just want to win it. You know what I mean? He don't care if it gets stripped because he won't be there. He can still say, "Look, he's gonna take his." He gonna take his ring and run before they strip it. Oh man!
Oh wow!
You know what they do? They're not gonna strip it though. They're gonna punish them moving forward.
Well, yeah, it's gonna punish the kids coming in behind him, and he gets all skate free, and he's gonna have a Chargers job and gets to coach and waste Justin Herbert for the next 10 years. So, you know, whatever.
Didn't they say earlier this year that if he goes back to the NFL, he wasn't gonna escape punishment? He was still gonna have some sort of suspension or something.
You believe that?
How you gonna suspend him in the NFL for what he did in college? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, you can't do that. How you gonna suspend me?
Let's talk about Roger Goodell now.
hey, that's like me getting another job and I got suspended at my new job for what I did at my old job. Like, come on, like, what you talking about?
It's like me stealing from my old job, leaving before they catch me. I get to my new job and they say, "Oh, we're gonna push you for what happened over there."
This is the same league. That,
if you get on here that crazy tonight, then you can't be in your show next week.
Y'all, this is the same league that had John Gruden fired on some emails he sent while he was still at ESPN.
Yeah, but it was like he was. But I'm saying he was an employee of the NFL at the point in time that the investigation went down. So you know, while you employed on the NFL, you kind of liable to what happened to you. Yeah, you can't.
Don't forget them emails was about the NFL.
Yeah.
99% of the emails was about the NFL.
If the emails had been about college football, they wouldn't have cared.
If it was about college football, we never would have heard about them.
Text a homie. You can't text a homie. You can't call the homie. Cause then I know what's up. If I get in trouble for it, then I can go directly to you. Be like, "Oh, bro, that's what we're doing." Anyway,
right.
How everybody doing?
So we good. So we heading over, y'all, to make this thing bang for NFL. So I'm gonna start with Coach Dante. We're gonna swing. We're gonna swing around from Week 17. Any one game that you just want to real quick give a thought on. It's a
From
little
week,
something we do on Matchup Madness, so we just swing it on over here.
so from week 17, what was the question again, Cole?
Is there any one game that you just want to give a quick couple thoughts on from Week 17?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be a little home up on this, so expect this one. I thought, cool. You know, I'm about to go with this one. So, against Tampa Bay, I thought that was a big win for us. CJ Stroud throwing them 5 touchdowns to able to get to this day. You know, again, nobody thought. I want to just say thank you to all the doubters. You know, who doubted my Houston Texans. Didn't think we was gonna get it in this situation. And like I said again, I saw it in training camp. I saw it in training camp how different the vibe was. But for CJ Stroud was to able to come back and win that Tampa Bay game when the defense was straight up not doing well, making Baker Mayfield looking like the second coming of a Hall of Famer in that game. But for CJ Stroud to do that and throw 2 pretty balls to Tank Dell and 1 from a touchdown, I thought that really got us into this situation right here to play for a playoff spot Saturday. Like I say, man, again, win or lose, I'm happy with the way my organization straightened everything out. And for us to have our first winning season since 2019, it's something special. So if I have to go to a game on that one, I would have to go to that game when CJ Stroud definitely made his mark and came back and showed, you know, that he could be that guy. When you need a field goal, when you need a touchdown, he's the quarter. He will be able to take you down there and get the job done.
So, what up, AP? AP says you can buy a burner phone. Ooh, did I say that out loud?
What's up, AP?
I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing, my brother. I ain't hear nothing.
Ooh,
Chris, what you got, bro? What's your game?
Hey man, this message is from
Nobody
Mark Davis.
now.
Don't make the same mistake twice. You got all your star players saying they want this man Antonio Pierce to be the head coach next year. All you got to do is go get a quarterback that doesn't stiffen up like he took a shot at Medusa, and y'all got a chance in the AFC West next year.
I like what you did there, Chris. That was sharp, bro. That was sharp. My man on point with it.
He done had 3 extra days. He ready.
Yeah, play some those down.
All right, Bob, what you got, bro?
Nah, man. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm gonna go to the home front. Hey, end of the day, offense ain't gotta look pretty. Hey, they giving us 22 points. Hey, it's cool. Defense still wins championships. Don't sleep on that Chiefs defense. Don't sleep on it. It can keep the game tight. It's been doing it all year. It's been doing it all year. So defense can still win you championships. So they ain't dead. They still gotta tighten some stuff up on offense. They be all right.
Except for Christmas Day.
Chill out, man.
All right, Steven, what you got, man?
How's Cancun looking though?
So I'm not gonna be the homer because let's be honest, like there's really not much to say about the Commanders and 49ers game. So I have a feeling I know a game that Cool is gonna want to talk about, and I have a feeling that we're all gonna be talking about this the Lions and Cowboys game here in a minute. So the one I'm actually gonna talk about is in my division, Seattle. This is a team that prior to Thanksgiving, I heard people talking about, oh, you know, they could be possibly still in the NFC West away from the 49ers. And they have absolutely collapsed since that point. I mean, this team has just looked bad to the point that you got the Pittsburgh Steelers out there looking like they got an offense all of a sudden. I mean, bro, you let the Steelers put up 30 points on you? I mean, dang.
That's bad. That's bad.
And who is the quarterback for the Steelers this week?
Uncle Rico?
Mason freaking Rudolph.
Hey, man.
You know who else won't ready for him? The Seattle Seahawks. I am not going to talk about the debacle that has a sign still up behind me, because why would I want to raise my blood pressure again? The The Baltimore Ravens went out and manhandled the Miami Dolphins in a game that had some importance to Miami. It shows the dominance of the Ravens in the AFC,
Who's your
right?
daddy?
Pretty much, yeah. AP says everybody's being a homer. Some people can't help it, AP, but some of us we have to give you something outside of our own team.
I mean,
He says it might be Russell Wilson as their QB next year. It's a possibility. I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all had good games. Y'all had something that you should be talking about. I didn't have anything to talk about, and neither did my co-host. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have anything to talk about. But yeah, I like what I saw from Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar looking confident in the pocket, making plays, running the ball, throwing it outside, where people said he couldn't throw. He's definitely secretly or something's happened where things are clicking for him. It's crazy what a different OC can do for you. How we can make you look really good when he plays to your strengths, and I can make you look really bad when he tells you to do everything stupid. But I digress. I like what I saw from Lamar, and I think that he did solidify himself as the MVP in that game because so many other guys have faltered later in the season. I think the MVP is not really judged as it should be. It's really who does the best in the big games that you see, and it makes people like relate. So I think he's going to win. I don't have a problem with him winning, but I am excited to see there being some a solid challenger out of the AFC and the NFC. We know who looks like the best right now. But we'll see if those two teams both actually make it to the Super Bowl because it doesn't happen a lot. So we'll see how things play out as the playoffs begin. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and move on to covering these games for Week 18. And some of these games we really ain't got to talk about. We just pick maybe a couple that we might want to touch on, but a lot of these picks. All right, so we got Week 18. We got the Steelers and Ravens. I think we can go play for the Ravens right now because they probably need a few people for some jerseys because anybody trying to play. We all got winning. See, we'll start with two. We'll just go around.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh just because Baltimore's not going to really play anybody.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, who you got?
I'm gonna take Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Chris?
Yep, Pittsburgh on this one. I am concerned with how these 2 weeks off for Baltimore is going to do because they got their bye week next week. So how is that going to affect them come playoff time?
Yeah. They've been here before lately, so yeah, I feel it. Well, at least they won't get out in the first round this year for sure.
That part.
Mar, who you got? I know the answer, but just to let everybody know.
Well, yeah, it's Pittsburgh, but I mean, call me crazy. I would at least play the starters for a quarter just to keep that routine because football players are routine. So at least get into the routine, take that one bye week next week. I mean, and like I said, it may sound crazy, but I'm with Chris. They've been sitting down for 2 weeks.
Oh, they're already talking about he getting that cruise ship. So
yeah. We saw what happened last time you got on that cruise ship, Odell. So yeah, I'll probably if they manage to keep it just honed in, man, they'd be all right. But
yeah, no shit pictures, no shit pictures. All right, so then we'll move on to the Texans and the Colts. I know who one person is picking. Steven, who you got?
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be a really close game. Both of these teams have been very surprising this year. Not what we would have expected, but I'm actually going to go Texans. I think they're going to pull this off. The job D'Amico Ryans has done this year has been absolutely amazing.
Well, I had us with the split before the season started. I thought the Colts was going to get us one time. We'll get them. I think this is the game we'll get them. We got all our players coming back this weekend. You've seen a big difference between Case Keenum and C.J. Stroud starting. You've seen a big difference of that. Seen a big difference of Devin Singletary when he's getting a bus load of carries. So I'm going to take my Houston Texans to win and make the playoffs.
Y'all can imagine what kind of game this would have been if Anthony Richardson hadn't got hurt and everything was still the same way it is right now. This would have been the game to watch this week. But as it is, I'm still going to take the Texans with Stroud.
I mean, are we really going to necessarily assume that the team is this good if Anthony Richardson stays healthy?
Hey, if they're doing that with Gardner Minshew, you got to give Anthony Richardson at least 2 more games on to that.
I saw the dude play in Florida. I don't have to give them anything.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm with Boss, man. I can't say that. Nah, I can't rock with y'all on that.
I think a few of those games that Minshew lost.
Come on. If he's healthy, he don't, bruh, he would be such a problem on the running side of that Gardner Minshew can't bring you.
It's the decision making, dude. That's the problem with Anthony Richardson.
I feel you on that.
And the accuracy too.
Problem too. You trying to tell me Jacksonville ain't got the same turnover problem?
They do right now.
They been had it. Trevor Lawrence, that boy Santa Claus now.
But I mean, at the same time, they leading the division. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets it done at times.
9 wins last year, and they not guaranteed to even get, especially with him not being 100. They ain't guaranteed.
He might not even play
in that joint.
Yep.
Come on, CJ Beathard, you trust that? All right.
Nope.
I mean, they are playing.
Come on,
Tannehill and the Titans. So, I mean, let's not act like they're. You know what I'm saying? They're playing Ryan Tannehill and the Titans.
I'm not saying that.
Come on now.
But what I'm saying is Vrabel's still that coach that, hey man, I'm still the coach. Come on, man, stop playing, man.
You are a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill, and I've never seen you throw a football. Period.
I'm not relying on the offense. We know that. I'm talking about that defense. That defense is still solid. Come on, man.
The Titans defense. That defense is like every other defense that has a trash offense.
Cool. You know down than everybody else, and so do I. When your team turn over the ball, you can get beat by anybody.
You can.
Let Jacksonville start turning the damn ball over.
Mar, I don't like that shot. Hold on, Mar. I don't like that, Mar. I don't like that shot. We moving on because I don't like Mar's shot. I don't like that. We're not doing that tonight. I don't like that. Y'all know I'm sensitive. I'm still sensitive. I ain't got over yet. I'm still sensitive. We're not doing that. I'm about to tell Chris to start talking about what happened on Christmas. You keep on messing with me, Mar. You keep on.
Hey, it's cool. We can talk about Christmas. Hey, we
cannot talk about this past week.
But I'm saying they hit up the the vacation planner. We playing for something. You know what I'm talking about.
We got a few comments. Ain't nobody messing with Mar, man. We got comments here. AP says, free my guy Derrick Henry. Yeah, they should free him. The Cowboys won, but they don't want to pay him. AP says, while when Mar talks, he looked like Ray Charles. Laughing loud, I'm going.
But what do you pay him, Pooh? What do you pay Derrick Henry, who's about to be 30?
I don't think his contract's over. I think he's signed, so you got to pay him his contract.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the way they treat running backs.
You got to pay him.
I'm
not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Baltimore basically just gave Dalvin Cook $6 million to play the rest of the playoffs.
That shit wild.
It might be $6 million. It might be prorated over the season. I ain't looked at no details, so I don't know.
I haven't either. I just saw
but yeah, big ups to Dalvin Cook for going from trash juice to sliding himself up in the team that has a chance to win a ring, man. That's smart. Y'all say what y'all want about Dalvin Cook. That's intelligence on a high level.
Easy flip.
You know what I'm saying? You manipulate the Jets to let you go, and then you turn around and sign with the Ravens. Smart, bro.
He technically fresh. They weren't using him.
No. He could play this.
I'm just saying. Either way, they allowed him to go. A lot of cats don't even let you go. So
look, he might need to play this week to get some of the rust off.
Maybe. All right. So I'm Chris, who you got, Texans or Colts? Mar up here messing stuff up. All this wildness.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Who you going with, Mar?
I'm actually going with the Colts, man. Hey, if we talk about how good,
shot.
I'm just saying, if we talk about how good D'Amico's been this year, hey, come on, coach. He's a rookie too. Shane Steichen doing all right.
Yeah, he is.
And that's
Shane
with
Steichen
injuries.
stinks to me right now.
All right. What you should be mad at is Gannon. He read y'all like a book, boy.
Everybody reads us like a book. How about you be more original than that? The Texans, I'm going with the Texans as well.
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
get their ass right here. Oh, I'm
Your
really
13, your
Oh, I saw this. He
13-year-old
played the Alabama Michigan
nephew,
game.
your 13, right? Your 13-year-old niece and nephew to figure out what we doing after watching for about 4 plays.
I'm gonna leave you alone, cool. My
Oh,
man, that was my last one, dog.
you're
I
really
swear.
saying something.
I swear that's my last
All
one.
right.
That's my last one,
That's all right. Don't drop the ball like your wide receivers.
though. Hey, Pacheco, just hand it off. That's what we're doing.
At some point, you got to throw the ball and not to Kelsey.
Well, when we do it, we'll make sure we get it to the right one. Until then, Pacheco.
MVS just dropped another ball.
That's what you.
No,
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, but that's not what the team. But that's not what Pat Mahomes saying.
No
He
more
just cried
targets.
afterwards.
He ain't getting no more targets. He might as well hit the IR. He might as well hit the practice squad. He sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Oh, him? Nah.
That was fun.
Nah.
All right, so y'all, we're gonna slide on here. We got Jags and Titans, an important game for the week. I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna pick the Jags, whether it's CJ Beathard or whether it's Sunshine, because Ryan Tannehill is the other quarterback, and unlike some people, I believe in quarterback play. And Ryan Tannehill just is done. He just really collected a check. That man is done.
It's funny that you mentioned Sunshine because that's exactly what the entire Titans team is thinking and looking forward to right now. Is a whole week of sunshine. They got their travel plans, bus going out the station right after the game. They got the bag packed.
They got their families packed.
Really meet them at the stadium.
Uh-huh. They're gonna take the quick shuttle from the stadium and get dropped off as a group. It's gonna be a group trick. They're gonna take the group. They're gonna take the team bus and just drop them all off at the airport or the cruise ship.
Yeah, I'll go to Jacksonville.
You got Coach Dante.
I'm going with Jacksonville on this one. I would have picked an upset right here, but I'm going Jacksonville though. I'm going Jacksonville.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill ruins the upset for me. Chris, what you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jacksonville. But if Derrick Henry decides he wants to show up and play, that could change the game.
It could make it closer. I agree. But at some point, Ryan Tannehill has to throw the ball. That's where the trouble starts.
Derrick Henry's not running against 10-man fronts.
And when Ryan Tannehill is your quarterback, it's going to be some big fronts.
Y'all, wow.
All I'm saying. Mar,
Upset
big dog. Mar's going to pick the Titans.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Y'all being all scared and shit. Come on, man.
I ain't scared.
Watch Jacksonville
What's
start.
scared about?
They were like, boy, I started swearing criminal a couple of weeks ago. They boy, still giving them gifts. I don't care if it's CJ or Trevor. Watch. All right.
Tannehill's still going to be the 3-and-out king. But
hey, as long as all 3 plays was turning around and handing it off, I don't care.
Against 10-man fronts, bro?
Man, hey, Titans ain't got nothing to play for.
Exactly.
But
literally nothing to play for.
Yeah, but when it's like that, you throw everything at the book.
Your offense has been so bad this year. I don't even think anybody has a bonus check to play for.
Man.
That's bad. All right, Mark, we're going to go back with you this time. And we are going to go Vikings Lions. So you got winning.
Just let the Vikings get this. Wait, you said Vikings Lions?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay, yeah, because I don't even Detroit. Even I think they still want to try to, still try to move
that's
that.
Number 2. Yeah. He got something to play for.
Yeah, that's easy, Detroit.
Oh, we got a couple of comments here. Let me go over those real quick. So Damian says Kadarius going to go offsides 3 times. Laugh out loud. Damian says Tannehill like Heath Slater. He got to feed his family.
Yeah.
And then he says tie. I gotta feed my kids. I got kids. Oh, Chris, what you got, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one. They can still improve their stance. So
Makes sense. Coach, who you got?
Pass. You know what I say that? Guess you know what I'm going for.
Yes, sir. That's straight lines. All right. Boss, who you got?
It's got to be Lions, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the clean sweep there. Definitely going with the D on that one.
Whoa.
And then we got the Falcons. We got the Falcons and the Saints. Get your butt out of the gutter. Detroit's the D. They call the city the D. Just stop it, Mr. Marr. Okay, buddy? Let's not do that tonight, pal.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
You good, man. You good. I'm just messing with you, bro. You good. All right, so we got the Falcons and the Saints. I'll go first on this one. I got to go Saints. I've been saying the Saints is going to be solid all year. And plus, the Falcons have nobody at quarterback. Ryan Tannehill is an upgraded quarterback for the Falcons, bro. I got to go Saints. The Falcons got a good defense. They can run the ball. But when you need a pass, who's going to do it? Got to go Saints. Steven, you got, man.
You know what? I'm actually going to say that Atlanta is going to be trying to play for their coach's job this week. New Orleans knows that their only hope is if somehow, some way, Tampa Bay loses to Carolina. So I think the Falcons have more to play for this week. I think they're going to pull out the win.
Why the hell would you play for that guy?
I mean, just because we all realize he is bad doesn't mean the players don't like him. Just saying. Stockholm syndrome, man. Stockholm syndrome.
Nah, man. I call it what it is. I'd be like, "Oh, are we playing for his job? Shit, I'm cooling today."
Well, we know one person not gonna play for him. We know Bijan's not gonna play for him. Bijan gonna be like, "Oh, now you want to give me the ball?"
Yeah, Bijan gonna be like, "Oh, fall." Coach Dante, you got, bro?
If I gotta trust Heineke and Desmond Ritter will win me the game, it will not be Sunday. New Orleans. I'm going for New Orleans to win at home.
I like that. It does match my pick. It's another reason why I like it, Chris.
If this was in Atlanta, I would take the Falcons, but it's in New Orleans. Caesar Superdome is going to be loud, and I think the Saints still have something that they need to prove.
Shit, they better. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. I mean,
hard on them, man. Hard on them.
I'm just saying we could have seen a lot of teams easily win this division, and I picked the Saints to win in the beginning. So, but they win this game, I don't think they still win the division. Tampa Bay might get that joint though.
Hey, I said in the offseason, I still stand by it. I do not trust Derek Carr. I do not like Derek Carr. And picking up Derek Carr was the dumbest thing you could have did.
I mean, he did play
he's better than Desmond Ritter, that's for sure.
Hey, but Chris, he ain't had to play hurt, man. Like, I know it's 30 for 30, but damn it, but come on, man. Let
30 for 30. That's terrible.
Like, messed up shoulder, cracked ribs, man. He been
sit down, man. Nah, sit down, dude. You doing more harm than good.
How does that explain every other bad year of his career?
I mean, when you have to play with the number
with Devontae Adams and Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs, yeah, horrible, man, horrible.
That was only 1 year.
And he was horrible. He was horrible that year.
You had to play with the 29th ranked, and he wasn't bad last year either.
He
was better than.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, we can't make the narrative that he had Devontae Adams the whole time. Like, he had some trash before Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't really have a good wide receiver until Devontae Adams. But like, he had some eye dudes. I mean, he wasn't bad last year though.
He had Amari Cooper when he was silent, when he was a rook. But
Amari Cooper was already.
But we can't act like he was trash when he. Come on, bro.
But I'm saying Amari Cooper checked out after like 2 games with the Raiders. Like, we all saw it. Come on now. He played like 2 games. He's like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
He saw where he was at, dog.
I'm just saying, like, the Amari Cooper that we see now, Dallas didn't get, and the Raiders didn't get. If they did, he probably wouldn't even be in Cleveland.
Derek Carr is basically the second best quarterback in the NFC South by default.
Hell, if you just said at the beginning of the season, I said he was the best by default, but now
I would have too, but I didn't realize that Baker Mayfield was going to be better than him.
I didn't realize Baker Mayfield was gonna come and act like he knew how to play football. That was crazy.
You know that's bad when Baker outdo you, dog. Like
Baker went out there for like 3 weeks to LA and learned something from Sean McVay.
Pretty much. So y'all, we got like 3 trash games just because of like who's playing, ain't nothing on the line, teams gonna not have guys playing. So we just gonna bang them all out together. So Marv, we're gonna start with you and just come back the other way. So Jets, Patriots, Bucks, Panthers, Browns, Bengals. We got them 3.
Patriots, Bucks, and what was the last joint?
Browns, Bengals.
Oh, damn. Damn, they really ain't playing for nothing.
Yeah, then it did Flaccid ain't even playing.
Yo, you be talking about me. There's no way. Like, I don't even know.
I don't even know if he meant to say it.
Yeah, I don't.
He said it so straight faced.
I can't.
Chris, what you got, man? Ain't nobody messing with Marv.
I'm gonna go Jets, Panthers, and Browns. Upset alert this weekend.
I should trust you because you be picking up the Panthers upsets every time.
Panthers have nothing to play for, though.
Oh, they got everything to play for. You got a chance to send Tampa Bay. You literally kick them out the playoffs.
Are you good enough to do it, though?
I mean, it's not like you messed up your draft position.
Any given.
I mean,
Sunday.
are you good enough to do it, though?
It's any given Sunday.
I feel what you're saying, but this team, like, there's bad, there's just really bad, and then there's putrid, right? The Patriots are really bad. The Commanders were really bad. The Panthers are putrid.
Nah, they passed that, bro.
What's that? I can't say anything worse on air. So they're putrid. But you understand what I'm saying. Whatever you want to say for horrible, whatever.
Garbage.
Yeah. Trace, garbage, trace juice, all that. They're all that.
Damn.
That's just how I feel.
I feel you.
Rat tape.
Upset though.
Coach, who you got? Jets, Patriots, Browns, Bengals, Bucks, Panthers.
Jets, Patriots, I'm passing on that. Don't care about that. That's the shit bowl. I really don't give a damn about that game. The only thing Patriots got going for them, they trying to snap that damn losing streak against the Patriots. I don't really care about that game. So I'm gonna pass that up. I think it's a trap game in Carolina. I'm gonna say it's because Carolina, they were able to play. They play tough at home. They play really tough at home. But I'm gonna take Baker Mayfield. I'm gonna go with the Bengals because the Browns have nothing to play for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets, Bengals, and Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets, Bengals, and Bucks actually too, because the Patriots, they're really bad. They're just not putrid. All right. Then we got they're like one notch above, so they have half a chance. All right, so then we got we could probably knock out. Honestly, we could do the next. Well, we could definitely do the next 2. So we got Bears, Packers, and then Cowboys, Commanders. And I'll start it off. I'm gonna go Packers because I think the Bears finally realized, if we actually lose, we can still have a top 10 pick. And then Cowboys, Commanders. I'm gonna go upset because I'm a hater. And I'm gonna go Commanders.
You don't really mean that, dog.
He's just hoping at this point.
Yeah. There's no way you really mean that.
I think Justin Fields actually wants to go out there and play really well and prove to the organization that they would be stupid to go draft another quarterback. But I still think Green Bay wins. And I'm definitely going to just say Dallas is going to win this game. I understand why you want to pick Washington, but I can't go there with you.
Yeah. I can do it. They've only lost one game in the NFC East. So this is we talk about how nobody don't have nothing to play for any given Sunday, but we can't put it to the Commanders. Okay. Coach.
What was the question? What was the pick?
Bears, Packers, Cowboys, Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers to win this game. If they win, they're in. And the Commanders, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. The Commanders have the worst secondary, worst passing defense in the league. They're absolutely dog shit on the secondary in the passing game. So I can't do that. But I would love for the Cowboys to get beat down, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Not against that damn secondary.
Maybe for 1 week they can get a couple of picks.
Shit.
You ain't gotta do that, Mark. You ain't really gotta do that, bro. Chris, who you got, bro?
I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one. I think Fields is playing for his career, whether he's showcasing to whatever team is gonna try to make a trade for him, or to the brass up in Chicago, say, hey, y'all don't need to spend this pick on Caleb Williams. I'm right here. And I'm gonna take the Cowboys, but I will put an asterisk on this because the Commanders seem to play the NFC East teams very competitively. I don't know why they don't do anywhere else. And this is like one of them games that the Dallas of old would drop just because they're not prepared enough. They're looking ahead to their week off, and the Commanders might catch them slipping.
Mar?
Shit, man, y'all tripping like hell, man.
Now, hold on. I just want to say before you go, 3 minutes ago, oh man, I'm gonna listen to Chris because he be picking the upsets.
No, the Panthers upset. I said specifically the Panthers upset.
I didn't hear that.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
I heard it.
I know he heard it. I know he heard it. Shit. Anyway, hey, y'all crazy as hell. You talking about how I could complete a pass, better than Tannehill, man. You could complete a pass on this secondary that is Washington. So that gonna have a field day, bro.
My shoulder hurt.
Your shoulder hurt.
It's my shoulder blade.
Yeah. You can keep the reason why your shoulder hurt to yourself, but the fact of the matter is that defense is straight
bad form. Sure.
Okay, yeah.
None of the other stuff.
But still, regardless, it applies. It applies all around. Working your form. Anyway, the homie. That defense is trash, man. Come on, stop. I know y'all want to pick the upset. Like, hey, man, look at me. I was the guy that picked the upset. But sometimes, chill out. Like, just relax. Like,
I don't need no praise. I just need it to happen. Look, I ain't gotta say nothing about it. I just need it to happen.
These two teams just met like a month and a half ago, and Dallas won 45-10, bro.
Yeah, what is we talking about?
Even if Dallas slips up, it might be a 14-point win.
Like these are the same teams that's still playing the same way a month later. So come on, man, what we doing, man? And then now Packers got to win this one because you want to make sure
just watch. They got to get in.
You got to make sure
that's it.
Win and get in. So you don't mess this up. Yeah, man, that's what I'm rocking with. And I trust LaFleur a little bit more than Eberflus, just a little bit.
That's true. I would rather hear somebody say that Flair than Eberflus. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, so we got a couple of comments here, guys. We're gonna go through real quick, and then we're gonna double up on these last games. So, trying to get back. It's been busy in the chat while we clowning. All right, so AP says, free. Oh no, we talked about that one. We talked about that one. Okay. So
give us something. Only a Raider fan would say that. Ooh, man, you gonna take that from AP, man? Damn.
All right, here we go.
Reckless.
Oh, we gonna get to. I got you. All right. So Damian says, I hope Vikings beat the Lions so they have something else to cry about. Damian also picks the Falcons. AP says he doesn't trust Carr. Damian says Jameis Winston is better than Carr. That's a tough take.
Whatever you drink, you need to hand me that damn drink if you really think.
Jameis is probably better, but he's also more reckless.
We're talking
Saints
about
got all these weapons,
man.
Yeah, Saints got all these weapons and still bad as Carr. They were bad before Carr, so we can't put it all on Carr. Scrub says, "What up, Doe? What up, Scrub?" And then Damian says, "I would rather have Tyrod Taylor with a punctured lung than Derek Carr."
Yeah.
That's cold. That's Rick James.
He's Derek Carr more than me.
Damn.
That's Rick James, cold-blooded.
Cold
all right, Scrub says Pat's Browns.
Cold-blooded.
Hey.
Damn.
All right. And then Damien says Jets upset Bucks and Browns. All right. And then Scrub says divisional matchups always can go sideways.
True.
AP says any given Sunday, only a Raiders fan will say that.
Damn. You gonna take that from AP. That's a damn shame, Chris.
Look, man, I played the game for 20 years. I've seen things happen that you wouldn't even think to happen. I'm not taking shots at you, Mar, but week 1, who would have thought the Lions was gonna come into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead week 1?
Hey,
If
man.
we had known how bad the receivers was in KC, all of us.
All right. So
Hindsight's
this next one,
2020,
y'all.
but
This next was one of my favorite comments. Tepper needs to be QB. That man has an arm. Just ask the fan he threw his drink at. High accuracy too. High accuracy.
Hey, boy, that's an expensive drink. That's a $300,000 drink. Woo.
And I would sue him. If I was
Oh, hell
recruited,
yeah.
I'd sue him.
Hell yeah.
All right. The Scrub says Washington and Pat in upsets. Damien says Bears, Cowboys, Raiders. AP says Jordan Love needs this win to get his bonus. Okay. Damien says I trust Eberflus defense than LaFleur offense. I can't trust a guy named Eberflus, Damien. I just can't trust a guy named Eberflus.
Man,
Sounds like he got beat up just because. Hey, Eberflus, come here, kid. You know what I'm saying? And then Scrub says, I agree, Jameis is better than Carr. Amen. I think when you think better, right, turnovers is a big part of that. And Jameis is a turnover machine. So that's why I struggle with better. And if you want to say maybe he has he's a better thrower of the ball or something, that's cool. But a better overall quarterback, a guy that turns the ball over like Jameis does, I can't get what he's better. That's just me, but to
He's
each his
definitely
own.
more talented, but he's just more reckless.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
can
the
go with
first
that.
I'll be the first to admit, like, I like Carr as a person. As a player, I'm okay with him, but look at the teams he's had with the Raiders, and he had multiple 4,000 yards seasons, and he was throwing the nobodies. And you look on the defensive side of the ball, outside of a few seasons with Khalil Mack and Max Crosby, you have nobody on that defense at that time that put fear
Yeah, that
into
defense was
opposing.
trash. That defense
And he
was trash.
still was winning. Like, he didn't win a lot, but he still was winning some games. As a matter of fact, in 2017, he was the front runner for the MVP award until he broke his leg against the Colts.
That is
And he
true.
was throwing the scripts. So, like, I can't put Jameis above Derek just because of that.
Fair enough. All right, so we're gonna do another double up here. We got 3 double ups, and we're gonna be done, fellas. All right, so Broncos, Raiders, Eagles, Giants. Mark, we'll flip back around the other way. Start with you.
Nah, come on, Giants. No, I'm kidding. Nah, Eagles, come on, man. Y'all, this y'all get right game, and then Raiders. Just because I don't trust anything Bronco. The way that they Sean Payton acting out in that joint, man, he wilding out there. And then just because AP, man, it's time for Debo to get that interim taken off his name and just
Which
be
I got on my win pump.
Yeah, that's what I'm rocking with.
Chris,
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. That's a given. I don't think the Giants can hold a candle to that. And if Russell was still playing, I would have probably given a slight edge to Russell. But I think this defense is going to eat up Jarrett Stidham. It's going to be a long night for number 4.
Coach, who you got?
I got Raiders and I got Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going the same. Raiders and Eagles.
I'm going the same as well. All right, then the other two the next two we got Seahawks, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers. I'm going to go Seahawks and I'm going to go Rams because I don't think the 49ers are going to play a lot of their starters. And the Rams, they do have position already, but why not try to end the game on a high note? Well, they are in the playoffs already, but this could help them, with positioning.
Wait,
When I
do,
talk about the house.
you know who's quarterbacking, right? Like, are you
I
picking
know
this off
who's-
quarterback?
I'm picking Wentz over Darnold. That's what I'm picking, sir. It's tight. It's the tightest of tights. If you've ever grabbed a gnat, turned them to the side, and looked at their booty, it's that tight.
A
But
gnat?
gnat booty tight. But I'm gonna go with
Who you ain't never been fast
Rams.
against no damn gnat. Stop that.
Gnat booty. Gnat booty tight. Don't be getting over there in Kansas City acting like you don't know about the country stuff that we say in North Carolina. Don't do that.
Hey, bro.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, that's hella tight, bro. Tighter than a pregnant aunt's stomach hitting the ground, bro. Woo.
I'm just saying, you know about gnat booty. You ain't forgot.
I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go Cardinals, and the 49ers are actually gonna have to play their starters at least for a little bit. Unfortunately, they got like 5 or 6 injuries, so they can't sit as many guys as they would like to. So they are gonna have to play them a little bit. So I think the 49ers get up early and then finish the game off.
Okay,
That's good information.
that is good information. I would have never known that. Coach, what you got?
I'm gonna go Seahawks. And what other game?
Rams and 49ers.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Rams.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Chris
I'm going Cards and Rams.
and Mar.
Nah, Seahawks. Yeah, because y'all got to make sure y'all get in. I know y'all been sliding, but I know it's division. That's tough. Yeah, Niners. I had Niners before even Steven had mentioned that, but I trust Sam Darnold in a Shanahan offense more than I trust anything Carson Wentz.
That's fair. That is fair. I don't have an argument for that. All right. We got the last two here, guys. We got Chiefs, Chargers, and then we got Bills, Dolphins, Sunday night game, ending the regular season. All right, Mar, who you got?
Hey, Blaine Gabbert, he gonna throw that pill. And he gonna play with a whole bunch of practice squad dudes that's trying to shine. So yeah. And that defense of San Diego, LA is still trash. Secondary is still trash. And
Everything about LA is trash.
yeah, man. My bad. And what's the other game? Dolphins and
Bills.
I owe the Bills. I'm gonna have to eat some humble pie. I owe the Bills an apology after this because they're gonna win this game, win the division, and they're gonna be the 2 seed. I thought they were dead in the water a few weeks ago, so I'm end up owing them apology. So I'm just trying to write the right one. So that's what I'm riding with.
Chris.
As much as I don't want to say this, I'm gonna take the Chiefs on this one. It really don't matter who's back there playing quarterback. But I will say some of these practice squad receivers have a chance to prove that they need to be starting over the incumbents right now. And I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
Okay. Coach, who you got?
I got Dolphins in Kansas City. I'm not taking no goddamn Eastern stick. Whatever.
Eat some sticks. He said. My fault.
I'm gonna go Kansas City. Also, they need to have a certain receivers out there getting some reps in. That's what they need to be doing.
Number 11, all 60 minutes.
He don't need to come out the field. He need to play
He
offense, defense, special teams.
He play cornerback on defense. He play slot corner and everything.
Hey,
If you let him play corner, he might be able to catch the ball.
He ain't gonna catch it, but he'll at least get his hands on it and
Just knock it down.
yeah, at least knock it down. Hey, come on, man. I ain't bullshitting you all 60 minutes. You need to get your cardio up. You need to, because I need to see how
Special teams, everything.
all
you have about to like Travis Hunter.
but despite it, I'm still gonna go Chiefs, and I'm actually gonna go Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs and Bills too.
With Nick Chubb going down, I think that
Yeah.
Miami defense is susceptible, man. They're gonna get destroyed.
I don't think they're gonna be able to get to Josh Allen, man.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have no pass rusher now.
Yeah, and they lost Phillips, they lost Chubb, so it's like you relying on Manuel Agba. I love Melvin Ingram. Y'all bring them off the practice squad.
It's not gonna be enough. Buffalo's gonna win this game.
All right, a couple more comments before we get up out of here, my good peoples. Scrub Zero says Carr hasn't been the same guy after that injury in the third season. I mean, that's true. They really aren't bad. Damian said, I don't trust Eberflus either, but their defense has gotten better since he took over DC. And it's still Eberflus. And he says, I trust Eberflus more than Desai. So does Nick Sirianni, buddy. So does Nick Sirianni. All right. And Scrub Zero says, I got the Raiders and Eagles because who can trust Scum Payton and the blue bums of the Meadowlands? And I want you to know Scrub Zero is a Giants fan. I want y'all to know that. That brings a whole new level of hilarity to what he's saying.
That's Zero.
And then Scrub says, I got Big Gino and the Seahawks and the LA Yams. And Damien has the Giants too. And then Damien says Seahawks Rams. And then I don't know what Damien's going to say here, but it looks like something. He says, I swear I need a drink coming into these streams. It's not fun being sober, laugh out loud. I was scared what Damien was going to say, but that's pretty tame. That's pretty tame. All right. Then Damien says Chargers, Dolphins.
Ooh.
Then Scrub says, I got the Kansas City Cheeks. And something tells me the Bills are going to win Sunday night. And then Damien says, prayers to Tyreek Hill and his family. Glad nobody got hurt. Yeah, they did have the big fire at his house, and he was not happy about it.
That new house he just bought.
Yeah. And then Scrub says, Tuna Fish is banged up along with T. Hill, and I don't trust no guy named Easton Stick. Yeah, I agree. You and Coach Dante are definitely on the same page with that. So, Mario, we'll start with you. Just go around. You guys want to let everybody know where they can find you real quick. And after that, we out.
Sure, man. Y'all know where to find me. RW Sports Network, 613 Faith Productions. I'm anywhere and everywhere, man. Holla at me.
Chris?
Yeah, right now, man, y'all can catch me on Twitch doing Young True 21, doing the What If career from my late cousin Mike Gaddis. You can catch all that on the replays on Twitch.
Coach?
Yeah, y'all can find me at Coach Dante on YouTube and also Coach Dante at the Sportsway Network. Y'all will be able to catch me in about like 20 or more minutes when I got Cool McCain talking NBA. My boy, I'll keep Mike,
the con man,
and Mike. Y'all will be able to catch me up on that as well.
Yes, sir. Damien says, I don't trust Josh Pick Machine Allen. Laugh out loud. Damien, you are quite the character, sir. Appreciate you in the chat, man. You always bring a different energy to the chat. Steven?
Yeah, I'm right here, man. This is where I be every Friday. Y'all come holler at your boys.
You find them in the club, bottle full of bub.
For $5.99, y'all can get in the VIP chat.
You know what I'm saying? You can find me everywhere, man. Just pick a day of the week and just go look at my timeline. I'm somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhere. We're just gonna leave it at that. With that being said, as I always end the show, make sure you tell 2 of your friends and 4 of your enemies about us. Just because they don't like you doesn't mean they won't like us. We'll holler at you. Meet us back here next week and bring somebody with you.